last session, we picked up right after you guys had just found the Opal Band in the middle of this cavernous opening in Hollow Cavern. Sorry. After a long while of experimenting and trying and failing to figure out how to get to it, um, the answer was revealed in an act of true bravery and honesty by Tanji, in which all of you confessed. I don't want to say confessed, but we're just honest about yourselves and what your characters wanted. Thus, getting the Opal Band, having a little bit of a jump scare as Tanji almost fell to his deaths in a vat of water and bats. But he saved himself. Or rather, the Opal Band saved him, as it manifested water that saved him. Running out of the hollow cavern as it crumbled, all of you made it out, alive, safe, and somewhat traumatized. Heading back to the ship, you all had some time to rest, had some time to converse, had some heart to hearts, had some strong, confusing feelings. Just before, Tanji's pet had escaped somehow, which caused a bit of a ruckus with the resident cook on board named Sweetie, but you all managed to avoid the chaos that almost had endured then. Meanwhile, the captain called you into her quarters along with the charter, Sydney, who conversed with you all about how the next mission will possibly play out, in which all of you had came to the conclusion at the end of the session that Matthew and Mavrin would be going out and venturing. However, I know things changed earlier today in chat. So yes, after sailing for a few days, pretty much into the middle of nowhere, since there's no set direction, everyone's just kind of processing what has happened, including the princess, who is very, very upset about her interaction with the Opal Band. But after a few more days of sea travel, it's sea travel. It's not all glitz and glam and aesthetics. And so, with that, it is mid-sun at the moment. All of you waking up a little bit later than usual, probably staying up, having a drink or two, singing sea shanties with the rest of the crew, conversing, talking. And today in particular is a bit of a rest day, as Sidious himself doesn't really have many chores to give. Really, just everyone is waiting in anticipation. All of you, would you roll a d8 for me?
The straight one?
Yes, straight d8. Oh, actually, before that, don't do that.
No. Damn it. Damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I lied. Everyone roll a survival check.
Marvel? Oh my god. Oh, the D8
My
didn't
bad.
fucking fail. Oh. Oh,
I'm
So, I mean, that worked out in my favor because we rolled a 1 on the D8. so-
25.
18.
24.
18.
You. Every time I make a high ranger roll, you follow up with one number under me, Matthew. Fuck you. I rolled a 19. What the fuck you want? I wasted a fucking 19.
Everyone who rolled an odd number, roll a d8 for me.
Damn it. Damn it. I rolled. Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. Yes. That's a 1?
So who rolled an odd number? So it's Shay, and then did Dawson roll a?
I rolled an 18.
So it's only Shay.
And
Only.
and
I rolled a 25.
Tanji.
Okay, Shay and Tanji.
What'd you
Yeah,
roll?
and then I rolled a 1 on my D8.
17. And Ren. Rolled a
Okay,
17.
Ren. What did you roll on your D8, Ren? Okay. So, you got a 6, right, Shay? You have mild hypothermia, so you get a -1 to all intelligence checks. And then, Tanji, you got a 1. You got sea rash, brother. You got a -2 to
I'm on my survival.
athletics. You got, you got a -2 to athletics.
Okay.
And then Ren, you got a 5. You got a little bit of heat exhaustion vibes, just a little too hot for you. You have 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh gosh.
Everyone else, you do not have any ailments at all. You are totally fine.
Exhaustion level already for a barbarian. Holy fuck. Oh
Uh,
no.
It's the middle of Halus season. Bound to happen. Better than Frigid season, I'll tell you that. You don't want no frostbite. So. But yes. Whereabouts do you feel like your characters would be on the ship? Or is there anything you would like to do? Talk to anybody? To go on any little adventure? Yes, Ren.
Oh, hold on.
It overjumped. I want to.
You're very muffled, my dear.
Can you hold it like a little closer to you?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I go talk to Mabrin?
Yes?
Okay. What is Mabrin doing? I don't want to interrupt her.
If we haven't discussed the possibility of Falcon swapping in for Maeve, she's probably staying as close to the middle of the boat as possible and far away from the water, and probably pacing.
Falcon's gonna walk up and just stand for a second. Are you okay?
Never better. Do you need something?
Actually, I wanted to talk to her.
Can you hold the mic a little
The
closer?
fear you're having? Fuck, sorry.
It's okay. Can you say that again?
I was hoping to talk to you for a moment and maybe distract you from whatever fear you're having at the moment.
I mean, I'm not afraid of anything, but yeah, of course, sure, if that's which would make you happy, yes.
Right. You have your little sister at home to take care of. And she's a very cute little girl. I would be very upset if for you and her if you didn't go back to her. So I'm suggesting I take your position with the possible drowning.
Do you not have a fiance?
I do. But I am much more confident in my abilities if something goes wrong than yours. Not to say that I don't have confidence in you, I do. You're a wonderful person,
No,
but I fear for you.
I can't swim. I mean, do not get me wrong. I would be glad to never step foot in the water again. But I thought the reason that Matthew and I decided to go overboard was because we would... Well, it would make sense that we would potentially drown, and the ship would, I don't know, think that we were trying to...
Well, I don't know about you, but I can put on a pretty good performance. And we all have our reasons.
I am happy for you to take my place. But I do worry about what she would leave behind if something were to go wrong. It's your choice. But I do urge you to think of your fiancé. I don't really have anything waiting for me back at home anymore. Long story. Well, rather short one. I was an asshole. But the decision is yours. I will not say no to staying on a ship. Just choose wisely.
There is always something to go back to. Whether you already have it, or whether it is the opportunity to make something else to go back to. Everyone has it.
I have yet to find it. But I appreciate the sentiment. Do let me know what you decide.
I've already decided. Stay on the ship and please don't fall into the water.
Works for me. But if things don't work and we cannot summon the ship, I am happy to be a backup. I suppose. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I see the prospect of not drowning is,
Oh, I can't wait to be off this fucking ship. She's gonna clasp her on the shoulder. You have fun out there.
oh, I will. You.
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. And she'll give her a little hug if she allows it.
She'll give her a little awkward.
And she'll stand back up and just awkwardly walk away. Okay, you're done.
Yeah, Maeve's gonna kind of do a little skip away, a little. Ooh.
Anyone else?
I think Matthew would like to either maybe see the captain if she's available. He's trying to talk about the mother, basically.
Sure. She at this point of the day would be on deck, more towards the bow of the ship, talking to Senwi.
Captain, if I may have a word.
Kind of having her arms crossed, in a somewhat casual conversation with Senwi as he's holding his charts and sort of making gestures for the sky. They both stop to look at you, and she pats him on the shoulder and walks over and goes, "What can I do for you?"
Last we spoke, you had mentioned that one should have total trust within the mother in order to take the plunge. Is that correct?
Yes, at least that's what's implied.
I find myself to not be someone who believes in many things. What could aid me in perhaps gaining trust within her?
Well, I don't know what it's like for your continent, but from where I come from, water and the sea is where most things come from. Water is one of the necessities of being alive, to sustain life and to create it. And we refer to the ocean or the sea as the mother, as there are loving but also brutal qualities to her. She gives us travel, she gives us food, she gives us possibilities beyond our wildest dreams. She gives us hope to start anew when we're gone. But she is also cruel and formidable, and with it she can easily take us out of this world. Punish us for messing with forces that are beyond our comprehension.
I see. I have similar belief or view of my homeland. Perhaps not as grand as the ocean itself, but I do believe I understand your perspective on it. Thank you for your guidance.
Of course. And we refer to her as a her. It's not a matter of the sea and the water being an actual living, breathing thing. I mean, I'm sure there are many out there who consider her that way, but it's more the principle of water.
Do the other element have something similar?
Well, not that I know of. Didn't really concern myself with that as I did with shiny things and lost things.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, I won't bother you anymore. A good day.
She gives you a nod and turns back to Senwi.
But you would stay on deck for a moment, trying to just observe the ocean, trying to wrap his head around it, kind of.
You alright, mate? Yeah.
Yes. Who's talking?
You turn to see Doc, his hands on the railing, like probably 3 feet away from you.
I'm doing fine, Doc. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Yeah. Silent for so long. A little more flooded than it usually is around here.
What do you say?
But
More
I'm old
flooded?
enough.
More flooded, you mean?
Oh, yes, Silas with the rashes and the throwing up and the all that rattle cap sickness.
I see. Well, I hope there's not too much on your plate.
I'm quite alright. Quite like listening to the woes of the common sailor. Your small friend is quite nice to listen to in particular.
Which one exactly? Do you mean of Tenji?
Aye.
I feel so bad because the accent is so thick. I don't understand everything myself. The woe of Tenji, he said?
He said that he likes listening to the woes of the common sailor, in particular Tanji. He enjoyed listening to.
Oh, is that so?
It's right.
I didn't take his voice to be the soothing kind.
Well, it's more complexing than anything.
Is that so?
I didn't know such a tiny body could hold so much burden.
Has he spoken to you about it?
It's not too hard to read between the lines. Person like him.
No, one can imagine so, but perhaps it's simply me who never truly bothered to ask of him of any of his afflictions.
I didn't need to ask him. I just say hi to him. Practically told me just through his facial expressions.
Might be more insightful than me in that case.
Like I'm doing right now with you.
Is that so? What can you tell about me?
He gives you a little bit of a smirk, his sharp teeth kind of glinting off of the sun. He looks back out into the sea. The horizon is quite beautiful today.
It certainly is. The sea seems calm.
You know, sometimes people are very judgmental of the mother. Waves know I was to my mum.
Any reason for it?
Well, it's not every day that you get a mother that's tries to eat you. She's intimidated when you're a cub. Then I realise she's been through a lot. But I hated her for a long time.
And what about now? Do you still hold these grudges against her?
I understand them now.
I'm glad that you are at peace with them in that case.
Sure am. What's this peace better than staying on a ship for the rest of your life, fixing up toe fungus?
Might not be the type of life I would run, but if it is compelling to you.
He just stands there with you, looking out into the sea.
What is he trying to get out of Matthew? Okay. Could I make an insight onto the motive of his conversation?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yep. That's a natural one.
You've never encountered a lion kind before coming to Pyre, really. And even in Pyre, they're really rare. The only one that you've actually had a conversation with is, Griffin, when he got your stuff tailored. And
Right.
so, confronting another one and engaging in a deeper conversation and reading his furried facial expressions, he seemed like a genuine person. Just a new experience that you haven't had before, so I guess it's more enthralled about that. Talking to somebody that's so different than you.
Repeat the last part. Controlled by what?
Enthralled by just how different he is. The experience of you talking to somebody that's completely unlike you.
Gotcha. Was there anything I could assist you with?
Nah, just need some air.
Well, there's plenty
Having
to
shit?
receive.
Just like having a chat.
That's reasonable. Always helpful at time. You'll forgive me, I'm not quite the conversationalist.
Honor.
But you were just gonna stare at the sea for a while.
He's just standing. But anybody else like to do anything?
I will say, at some point through this voyage, Kadani has hunted Mavrin down to try to teach her how to swim.
Right, because probably not everyone even knows that she's not jumping now.
Where would you like to teach me how to swim?
She's gotta find Maeve first.
Can I roll an investigation?
Yes, and then maybe you can roll a stealth check if you want to avoid her.
All right.
Hold on. Alright, so
25.
and investigation is intelligence, so hold on. 9, so she rolled an 8.
Maeve's like, I don't know, up in the crows. No, we're not supposed to be there. She's somewhere secret, super secret. Maybe hiding in the bunks.
Kadani is on the same deck as Maeve. She's like, where did she go?
She's literally behind.
They're doing that like Kadani looks behind and Maeve just moves.
You don't find
No. Alright. But that's like the extent of what Kadani is doing. Is trying to go find Maeve somewhere on this ship to teach her how to swim.
Okay. Well, while that's happening, Trent and Hanji, is there anything?
I think after roughhousing and feeding Morgan for a while, Tanji is going to approach whoever he needs to in the storage department to see if he can get his hands on some bottles of alcohol. And if they won't immediately give it to him, I'm willing to gamble for it.
Okay. Well, you go back down to the storage unit where you found Morgan before when he ran away. And unlike before, like the entrance to it is being guarded by one of the common sailors, a gnomish fella who seems to be, in your knowledge of the gnome race, seems to be like maybe like a young adult for sure, and he's holding like a miniature like little dagger type thing. It's like the tiniest little thing, and he's just standing there on a chair.
First, gonna try to just evening and walk by into the storage.
Hey, no!
Ah, whoa, careful with that thing.
Yeah, he like holds it up
I'm
to you,
just
his arm shaking, and you see his hair is like this tuft of just like dirty blonde, and these like bright hazel eyes, and just like pointing at you. You can't go in there.
Why not? Does the door handle not work?
No. I'm supposed to keep watch. Sweetie doesn't want anyone in here.
So he doesn't want anyone in here.
No.
I mean, not even
there's
the people, you know, just paying for some passage on this ship, trying to get a very important mission done. Not even us.
Everything's rationed here, sir. We portion things out to have us survive throughout the trip.
I don't need anything necessary. I'm just taking from some. I'm borrowing from some of the luxury resources.
What do you mean? What do you
Listen,
want?
kid, I needed just like 3 or 4 bottles of alcohol, okay?
But we use the alcohol for when the water goes bad.
What?
Yes. When the water goes stale and bad, or is contaminated with any of the bacteria, we use the rum, the alcohol, for hydration.
2 bottles.
I just can't. I can't let you do that. I'm sorry. You have to go. And he like starts to, try to push you out of the room.
I think a Drake was small enough. Hold on. What if like 1 bottle and I trade for it? I've got rations. I can give you a little bit of water to replace it. That way, if anything happens to the water storage and people need to hydrate, you have a bottle of water equal to what you lost in rum, which is hydrates even better, right? So, if anything, for hydrating purposes, you're getting more from me.
He knits his eyebrows together and make a persuasion check.
Shit. -2, here we go. That's a 6 for a total of 4.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't let you pass. I'll get in trouble.
You were no fun as a kid. And he leaves.
You hear just like the most like prepubescent sigh come out of him as you're walking away. Like, he's dodged a bullet there. Okay. Anything else?
Maeve would like to do the exact same thing, but for 1 bottle of wine.
Okay, same fashion.
Yeah.
You see, the gnomish young man there.
Well, aren't you a fine-looking fellow? I can't believe we haven't bumped into each other on the ship yet.
Hello, ma'am.
Darling, I have to scoot on by you, if that's alright.
I can't let you pass. And he like kind of puts his arm across the door.
Oh,
This is a restricted area.
restricted from whom? Who should we be on the lookout for?
You surely have heard this. There's a vermin on the loose.
Are you serious? Well, when's the last time you looked inside to check for the vermin?
Well, I don't do that, ma'am. Sweetie cleans and checks before he goes to bed every night.
Well, that's just preposterous. I mean, well, I suppose I shouldn't be telling you this. But, oh, no, I shouldn't say anything.
Okay.
Well, I suppose if you're going to, pull my leg here, I did see a rat go scuttling that way. She's gonna point the opposite direction.
You did?
I did, and it looked like it was sniffing around here, and it seemed like it had a taste for
Hold
red
right there,
wine.
ma'am. And he goes right next to him and he starts dinging a bell.
No,
Vermin alert! Vermin alert!
it's just a rat. You don't need to sound
I
the
need
alarm.
to back away from the storage, ma'am. I need to lock up now.
You know what? I think Sweetie would be terribly impressed if you went and got that rat yourself. I'll stand guard while you go get it.
Make a persuasion check.
26.
Holy shit.
I don't know. All right, you stay here and don't go in there. If you do, then I'll get in trouble. And I want dinner tonight. And he runs off.
Mia!
Sweetie's in charge of the food.
The ultimate guilt trip right there.
Oh my god, perfect
You got
shot.
fucking played. Holy
Are
shit.
you going to take a meal out of the mouth of this small
Damn it!
No.
It was for a good cause!
kid you?
Oh
Alright.
my god.
Alright, is it unlocked? Can I see if it's unlocked?
Sure.
Do it.
It is not unlocked. It's a wooden door, and there's like a lock on it, like
Oh.
one of those things
Nope.
that Snapchat.
Take it.
I could easily unlock it, but I'm gonna stand guard and wait.
Okay. So probably about 2 or 3 minutes goes by, and the boy comes back with Sweetie and a couple of the other crew members. As Sweetie kind of stomps up to you, goes, "Why?"
Well, it went that way as I clearly pointed to him. But it's probably not there anymore. Have a good day. I'm just gonna start walking away.
Like all these crew members just kind of freeze as you walk away, looking at each other.
Actually, sweetie. Have I mentioned how lovely you're looking today?
His eyes widen for a second, like shakes his head and then raises an eyebrow, adjusts his vests. Goes,
You know what it would be so wonderful right now? I mean, it's just been such a long journey. I could really go for a glass of wine.
Wine is really only reserved for the captain. Celebratory situations.
That's such a shame. I was going to celebrate your good looks, but I suppose water will have to do.
Make a deception or a persuasion check.
It's gonna be a deception check. 13.
He kind of smirks at you. He goes, "I know I'm pretty. Rhymes with sweet." And he starts walking towards you.
I'm just gonna take a little step back. So, no wine?
He laughs as it turns into a little bit of a growl, and he goes, "Nice try." He walks off. Walk off! Attitude! Walk off! That's what he did.
Oh, god damn it. Well, Maeve's gonna leave, and yeah, that's all.
Almost showed me up.
I just couldn't do that to the poor kid. I couldn't do it.
You have to have no heart.
It's
Yay.
hard. Oh,
Being a better person.
oh
Being a-
God! Oh, what have you people done to me? Ugh.
Oh no.
You
The rope has
kill
emotion,
easier
oh
than
no.
Tanji does. And you can't take that boy's dinner.
What do you mean easier? Like, what's your definition of
Tanji
easier?
has yet to kill a humanoid. On purpose.
I'm gonna mute myself. Thank you, Mia.
Kidani, would you like to try and find Maeve again?
Yes.
Alright.
You made a ruckus.
Does Maeve know that Kidani's looking for her still? Because she's probably off guard at this point.
I don't know. Maybe.
Fuck. Should we roll for it?
Yeah.
She went.
Investigation and stealth.
Alright.
She wrote a 14.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You find her. She's just trying to creep around a corner like... Kidani!
Hey,
Hi! I was just going somewhere.
well, it's time for your swimming lesson. I said that we needed to teach you how to at least be able to tread water a little bit.
Did we... Well, you know what? Falcon actually said she's going to take my place. So, I'm all set.
When did this happen?
Actually, just recently, you should go find her and...
Can I do an
check her.
insight check? Because Kidani's
Yes,
not
you
believing
can.
it.
Damn it.
She rolled a 20!
I rolled a 14 for persuasion. So...
I think you should still learn how to. At least tread water. If you don't want to, that's fine, but I mean, we're on a ship in the middle of the ocean.
But it's scary. Don't you
It's a
make me
lot
feel so
scary.
guilty?
A lot scarier if you don't know what you're doing. Just saying.
But is facing my fears preferable to drowning?
Yes.
You don't know how to swim?
Maeve looks towards
Your,
the...
You turn to see Flame, the red tiefling that is on board with you, standing next to Jameson.
Well, I mean, know how to swim. It's kind of a complicated statement, you know? I mean, I know in theory how one would swim.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, there's, of course, the arm movements, that aspect.
What are movements?
Well, when one is attempting to swim, one would... I don't know how to swim. But I'm okay with it.
But Jameson goes, well, it's in your blood.
What do you mean?
Well, if anything, us elves are pretty keen on our dexterous prowess.
I mean, but I was born and raised in Pyre, so I'm not exactly well versed in the ways of the elves. What if I sink? That'd be a little humiliating.
We have life vests. Or whatever it was called. The ring thing.
Life preserver?
The floaties. The floaties.
The floaties, yes.
The life preservers, Flame
That.
says.
Yes, that's what the bitch is.
Alright, I will swim on one condition. Somebody here manages to get me a bottle of wine. Nay, a glass. Nay, 2 glasses.
You went up and then you went down and then you went like
2 glasses, I know, I'm very generous. 2 glasses, any takers?
A Flame produces a little tiny bottle of something out of her breast pocket. Something like this.
Yeah?
Hey, it's a bottle. That's what you first asked for.
You know what? That would do perfectly.
I'll keep my word. I promise you.
Alright, let's swim.
Swim
Yeah, she's going to
party!
try.
So Kadani heads over to where she saw like the lifeboats and the life preservers were. She's going to first ask crew for some help, so that way they don't think she's trying to escape like Tanji.
Yeah. So a couple of the crew gathers around with, obviously Flame, Jameson as well, Dion, along with Thigrolim, as they all sort of take each side of the pillars that are holding up the lifeboats, as you, Maeve, and Jameson joins you as sort of a third-party witness. And they carefully lower you down into the waters below.
And what if I drown or start drowning and then it summons the pirate ship before we're ready? And what if there are sirens in the water and they come and try to gobble us
Maeve,
up?
you're not leaving within arm's length of the lifeboat that we're on. If you drown somehow in that way, that's more talent than you probably have to deal with that.
Never underestimate the stupidity of a Dunlayan.
Of a what?
My family name.
Oh, yes. All right.
Plus, it's not dark out, Jameson says.
Thank you for your logic. Maeve's gonna kind of strip down a little bit to like her little underwear and like a tank top. It's just like, get out of here!
Ew, you're gross. You're gross. Get out.
Ooh. Horny jail.
Yeah, I can make jokes.
Kadani gives the life preserver to Maeve. First, let's try, we're going to try with treading water. This is going to require constant movement of your feet. You're going to be, what's the word? Alternating, back and forth between kicking. This is going to keep you up and above water. It is something that is going to be exhausting a little bit, but it is something that is going to keep you alive.
Maeve's gonna put the life preserver around her waist like little kids do with their little inner tubes, and she's holding that thing for dear life. She's just kind of putting her foot in the water. She's like, you're going to have to push me because I don't know that I can voluntarily get in this water.
Kadani pushes her.
Oh, fuck!
With no hesitation. And Kadani does take the other end of the life preserver rope as well.
Maeve's gonna come up like a drowned rat. You know, usually people have a moment of hesitation where they think, do I push my dear darling friend Maverick into the water? But no, not you. Nay, nay.
I believe that's what you needed.
She's gonna try very awkwardly to start treading water, but it's clear she is not well versed in this.
Okay, so you're doing it right. Make sure to alternate legs. So make sure to alternate legs. You remember, don't move your feet like a mermaid, because mermaids have really cool ab muscles that allows them to swim like that. You need to alternate legs.
I just feel like this is a lot of steps all at once. How do you keep track of it all?
Practice. Keep kicking. Keep kicking.
She's kicking. She's kicking. Is it working? Am I doing the thing?
So far, so good. Okay, with the life preserver, see if you can still hold on to it, but see if you can go underwater just to get yourself used to being underwater for a little bit.
Okay. Maeve has no notion of blocking her nose, and she just right back up. What the fuck?
Sorry. Yes, don't breathe in the water. We're not fishes.
I don't know if
This
you remember.
wine is so good.
Oh! Fuck. My only experience so far of swimming was with finweed, where I could breathe underwater, so I really wasn't. It burns.
Here. She pulls the life preserver so that way Maeve can hold on to the edge of the lifeboats, so that way she can get the water out of her mouth without any worry.
Bitch is hacking.
Kanani pats her on the back to help her hack out all the water.
Okay.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Keep practicing kicking. Keep practicing kicking.
Kicking. Just kicking.
Don't panic. You're safe. You're safe. Panicking is the number one lead to drowning. So
What?
Don't panic. Don't
What do you
panic.
mean it's the number one cause of drowning?
Because then you freeze up and you forget what to do.
You can't tell someone to not panic when they're doing something they're deathly afraid of and then tell them that they'll do the thing that they're afraid of. Kadani, you're a terrible teacher.
Jameson goes. What do you know of the elven ways?
I mean, my mother didn't really talk much about her days in Chaurus, but swimming, fishing, water-related activities, none of which I am particularly adept at, nor do I really want to be.
Oh, but we are one with the water, as we are one with earth and air and fire. Just try to really feel the water. The current, the coolness. Think about that.
Okay.
That probably works out better. My dad just threw us in a lake.
Not all too different from what happened here, though I did ask for it. Feeling the current and the water, and I can taste and smell salt. And I'm thinking about what would happen if something swam up from underneath me and pulled my legs down. Down. Can I come up?
You're doing good. You're doing good. Sorry, I thought Jameson was going to say something. Like
No.
there was going to be some inspirational elf thing.
No, that was just a suggestion on his part.
Are there any people on this side of the ship that can see this ordeal?
Oh, there's a whole crowd watching you.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Am I on the right side of the boat?
Yeah, I'm watching this shit.
I was gonna say Drench was watching, but I guess if everybody is, then he'd be with them.
Eating out of my rations like popcorn.
Am I just still looking next to Doc, I guess?
You're doing great, babe. You're doing great. See, you're staying above the water, and you're not relying so much on the life preserver.
Kadani,
Keep going.
turn around.
Uh-oh.
See what I see.
If all of you guys are here, then who's piloting this boat?
You suck.
Oh.
I really wish I could drown.
Kanji throws a piece of food in that general direction.
I think I'm all set with swimming for today. Thank you all for showing up to witness my catastrophic failure, and fuck you to whoever said I suck.
Okay. Jameson says, "Don't. What else do you hear?"
I hear I suck.
No. What do you hear? And he like puts his hand in the water and he like swishes it around. Do you
I
hear-
don't. The waves. The wind in the sails. My heartbeat in my ears.
Do you know that there are millions of fish in this water that just be? You're in danger anywhere you go. But with the mother, she'll take care of you.
I just don't understand how the mother is supposed to take care of me. You know, when there are hundreds and thousands of little creatures that could come up that I would never see, that could just drag me down and none of you could do a thing, except for maybe Drench, who, by the way, I see you, Drench. Hello.
Well, you're floating, aren't you? You're not just sinking to the bottom.
Yes, but I mean, I have the life preserver.
And there are merfolk.
And sirens.
They're pretty nice, aren't they?
For every
There
nice...
are whales.
Sharks.
They're not too bad.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do this with everybody watching.
You're doing great, Maverin.
Oh, fuck me! You know, I'm not sure how worth the wine. Fuck off. I'm not That's not what I meant! I'm sure about that. I'm not sure how worth this wine it is to continue subjecting myself to this torture and public embarrassment, which is intense.
Well, if you are truly uncomfortable. Go on, go on.
I think I was agreeing with you. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll get you out, and when we get home, we can show you how to swim.
Alright, how about another 15 minutes and everybody on deck gets the fuck away?
Don't quit, bitch! And he walks away from the side.
As Drench walks away, he's gonna see if he can find the captain. Just
No,
do something.
bitch. So bad.
My god.
Maybe we'll just keep practicing with them for a while.
And Kadani
Yeah.
is. Does Kadani know in the general direction of who yelled "Who you suck"?
Yeah, it was definitely from what it probably Crumbs or Heidi Munns.
Kadani is going to do a message in that general direction to what it is, and she's going to go. You better hope I don't find you later. So shut the fuck up.
The rest of you on board just see Crumbs, this little goblin, go like, "Oh, the voices! The voices!" He runs down to the galley. The voices!
I win. Let's keep practicing.
And we'll practice.
Well, that's happening. Dredge! The captain at this point would have gone back down to her quarters.
Drench is going to go to the door of her quarters and just knock on it gently, look around to see if anybody's standing out, able to see him.
Well, no one's outside of her door at the moment. Her quarters are below deck. You knock, and you hear some light footsteps sauntering over, and it's opened. By Silver. Then I help you.
Hello. I need to speak to the captain. I would say alone, but if you join, that is all right, I assume.
She looks over her shoulder for a second. She nods and she opens the door for you to pass through.
I'll go in, and they'll start talking about stuff that they discussed.
Okay. That stuff is
The
Confirmed.
stuff that I messaged you. Okay.
yeah. Yep. The green light. So yes. Meanwhile, Maverin, make a performance check.
Um, 14.
That good enough for you, Kadani?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead. And she reaches out to pull the thing in to grab Maverin's hands to help haul her into the boat. probably needs the help of our friend in the boat here as
Maeve's
well.
clawing.
And helps to get Maeve situated in the boat before they pull it back up.
Like, whatever gods might have existed or whatever ever exist, or thank the mother, thank whoever the fuck, I am going to be on a boat again.
You weren't kidding about not growing up in elven culture.
No, I frankly don't know much more about it than anyone else in Pyre would. What I do know is that you owe me that tiny little bottle.
Not me. He points up to Flame, who's been watching
Oh,
the whole
shit.
time. Her like this.
So, the bottle, you know, that you owe me, Flame, you know, the...
Yeah, I got it right here. Don't worry about it. And from behind you, you hear something resurfacing in the water. Dang it! I'm just about to scare you.
Who is it?
Hello?
Who is it?
And Kadani looks over the boat edge.
It's the princess.
Oh.
How did y'all forget again?
No, we didn't forget her.
Princess!
Siblings always play pranks on me, and I wanted to try my hand at it. Guess I failed.
You were just a little late. And Kadani holds a hand down to help the princess into the lifeboat as well.
To be fair,
She grabs it, and in her mermaid form, you see her green tail hanging off the side of the lifeboat as well.
you are very, very lucky that you're a princess and that you failed, because do not forget I am good with daggers, and something grabbed me when I was in there. Who's to say that I don't just... You are a funny
Mermaid, princess, it has nothing to do with it. I'm just as clever as you are.
Potentially more clever.
I think that just comes with having being in sister territory, is that you must prank everybody.
I never got the chance to prank my sister much, so I will let it slide this one time. But next time, there will be repercussions.
As you guys are being lifted, Princess goes, what of other land dweller female customs? The freezing of breast holders, the talk of shedding of some internal organs?
Huh?
Oh yes, the monthly, the red flow. Yes.
Aunt Flo, sometimes we call her. She's coming to town.
Shark attack.
Is some sort of goddess that you pray to?
Goddess?
If only. If only.
No. There are no gods. Right?
Really? Well, my people really only know of Unal.
I can respect that.
She does smile upon us every night. Guys are lifted onto the boat. A couple help of the other crew members. Your companions waiting there as well.
Let's hope that Unal is looking after us for the rest of our journey. Maeve's gonna go grab the bottle.
Flame holds out, just a little tiny, like, those little fireball shots that you get, hands it to you. There isn't square.
Thank you! Thank you all. Fuck those of you
Quite
who watched.
entertaining.
What was that?
Quite entertaining.
No, Maeve's gonna walk away.
So, is there anything else anybody else would like to do before we move into sundown territory?
Didn't Dawson want to speak to Captain, or I missed it?
Oh, he did.
Oh,
I,
okay,
I,
my
I
bad.
did.
Oh, my bad. So no.
I have one last thing, but if anyone else has anything, please go first.
Kadani at some point has gone down to the bunks to get into her bag. And in her bag pulls out her toy spider that she had. And as at some point is going to try to put the toy spider in the princess's hair.
Oh. Okay.
Y'all a bunch of bullies.
Like right now.
At some point before sundown.
Okay. Okay. Maeve, what would you like to do then?
I would like to just quickly speak to Matthew.
Sure.
He is on deck.
Maeve has changed. All right, Maeve has clothes on again.
And Doc is not with you anymore. He's gone off.
To vibe check in.
Maeve's gonna saddle on over and kind of announce herself a few steps away. Matthew? Hello. Good evening.
Evening.
I have something for you. Just gonna hold out the little bottle. It's not quite what I was looking for, but hopefully something to help you with what's to come.
Well, the gesture is quite nice. Thank you.
Right.
And you'll take it and take the sip.
Have a good whatever. She's gonna start and walk away.
You did great back there.
It was a bit humiliating.
I can imagine. But you have to learn from somewhere, right?
I suppose. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep. Joking. Enjoy the booze.
I shall do. Are you still planning on joining?
Falcon wants to take my place. I would rather her not, for the simple fact of she has a fiance to go home to.
We all have something to lose in that situation.
Not all
No
of
one
us.
is going out. What do you mean?
Some of us care less about the sanctity of our lives.
I can understand the feeling.
And some of us have less people waiting for us to return.
I see that your last stunt with your family might have shaken things.
One could say that. One could say
And
it was a long time coming.
I'm not one to pry, but any plan on fixing that?
Well, it's not really prying when I already dragged all of you into it.
Fair point.
I think I've done all I can for now. I'm
Perhaps things will heal with time.
perhaps, but I won't know until we get back on land. So until then, we'll see. Either way, if I die, the City Hall will give my family a nice chunk of coin, so it's not all bad.
I don't believe your sister will approve of that.
I don't believe my sister would approve of many things I've done for her. And I don't intend for her to ever find out they were.
Well, that's fine, but... Well, I've seen the way you two interact. I can only imagine the toll it would take on her if you weren't around.
I love her dearly, and she is the best and brightest thing in my life. But
Can see that.
my ultimate goal at Day's End is to make sure that she survives. And at the moment, coin is all I can do to help her. So wherever it comes from, or whomever, so be it. I would.
I'm certain there are ways for you to be there for her as well as recollecting coin. Might not be the easiest to do, but perhaps it's better to endeavor towards that direction.
I don't
I
care
think-
if she hates me, as long as she's alive.
I can relate to that feeling.
I can imagine. You know, you're an actual parent.
Certainly am.
Right, because, you know, the child makes you be a parent. That's a parent. I'm. It's been a long day. I should leave you to your brooding.
I'm simply observing the sea. Thank you, Michael. You fucking harlot.
I'm turning around. Good. Glad to see that some of us enjoy the view here. Not the view's not all bad. But, you know, it's
Depending on the direction, yes.
just gonna start backing up. Have a
You go
pleasant.
rest, matey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ding, 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 ding. Dinner. Dinner.
Well,
Nailed it. Maeve's gonna run off to dinner. Not quite running, but as close as one can get.
Matthew will admire the view.
So, anything else? While y'all are having dinner before you retire. Okay.
At some point during dinner, Kadani is going to pat the princess on the back and set the toy spider on her shoulder, and then.
She gasps, "Is this some sort of crab?" And she takes it.
Doesn't know what spiders
Oh, no. I've never seen this type of crab before. What is it called?
Kadani is just flabbergasted. It's a spider. I don't know what type though. It's wooden though.
Spider crab?
Is there a spider crab?
The thing.
Yes. I've never seen one like this before. Is it a
okay.
deep?
Yeah, they look like that, and they spin webs to
Webs.
catch bugs. They're bugs.
They eat bugs.
Look how many eyes they have.
Yes. It's quite beautiful.
Okay.
Craig failed successfully. Well, you can keep that one if you want it. But here's also a fun thing, and she drops her voice down. A lot of people are really scared of spiders. So if you want to pull a really good prank on somebody, you could probably set the spider up somewhere where they could see it. And a lot of people are really scared of spiders.
With the Maeve.
What about the big one? Your lizard friend?
Ooh, Drench? I don't know. He might be.
Won't have any effect on him, let's be honest.
I've thought about trying to prank him with it, but you could give it a shot.
You see her smirk. And Drench, would you be at dinner?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she is going to try to crouch, kind of like they do in The Last of Us, and go over to where he is, and with her 13 stealth, whatever your passive perception is, Drench, she's going to set the spider right next to your hand.
Passive perception is 13.
So you do see this, in fact,
I'll just like kind of glance
out of
at
your
her out of the
peripheral.
out of the peripheral. I'll just glance at her and then look at everybody else. Like, what do I do?
Boo! It's a spider.
Yeah, he does not know how to react at this point. He's
Is that what you say? Boo, boo, boo.
oh, yes,
Boo.
it is
Kadani has positioned herself as like on the other side of Drench and is giving her a thumbs up.
yes, that was startling for a moment.
Y'all are gonna make this princess a villain.
I don't. He's not really scared of spiders. I don't know how to react for him.
You probably eat those things, man. Food offering.
May I look at it?
Yes, it's quite fascinating, isn't it?
I'm just gonna look at it in his hand. It's obviously made of wood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This one is he's good. It's not as big as the one I've seen before, but it is fairly large for the ones I've seen around here. In Pyre.
You've seen bigger?
Whoa.
Where I am from, there is it is a very wild place. Things can tend to grow. There is no people to. Frick all of you. Every last one of you. Gosh dang it. There is nobody to keep in check the wildlife, so you kind of live in one with the wild.
What type of plants do you have? Where you live? Where you come from?
Many different kinds. It is more of a yeah, how do you put it? A swamp, a bog, a place where forest and water meet. It is the plant life there is very much has ways of defending itself. So we tend to stay away from some and use others for certain things. But yes.
What types of things?
Medicines and remedies for ailments on the rare occasion for celebrations, but not as often as the ailments.
I don't think Professor Shea told us about any specific plants growing in swamps or bogs. I've only seen pictures. But you say that these spiders live there?
They do not look like this. They are different, but they tend to be larger at times.
She seems to be very enthralled about the flora that grows wherever you come from. So she would continue this conversation with you a while.
Yeah.
Falcon, Senwi sits next to you. Hey, Been looking at the stars recently?
Hold on a second.
You said who?
Stanley.
Oh, okay. Um, um, not very much recently.
You want to watch with me tonight? I got the night shift, and you're not as much fun alone.
You know what? Fuck it. Sure, let's go.
Brings you up on deck. Usually he's towards the bow of the ship, and tonight the stars are not as visible as they usually are. But he points out the stars in the sky with his hand. That one? That one is my favorite. They say that constellation always points to the place you wish most to go. It's forever changing, so some believe that depending on who looks at it, it points at a different direction.
Huh. I guess that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That sounds like something one of my friends would point out. Also sounds like something she would point out every night. Because she was always changing. She's a little insane.
Who's that?
Z. She's one of my friends back in Verdali. She's a little crazy. Sorry, Thor is asleep and he's doing that little, like, barking in his sleep thing.
He goes, it's called the Wayward Constellation. Where does it point for you?
She's looking up that way. I don't know what's that way though. Could-
Seems like that way, and he takes a look at his maps. Back towards the continent where you folks come from.
I can only hope that's where my fiance is. Safe in Pyre.
You're married.
We're working on it. Recent engagement. She's having me pick the band and cake, and I don't know any bands from Pyre. Do you have any good suggestions?
Oh. I don't know much other than the good fish spots from my cousin Mori, but I went to this jewel shop once in Fettle. They had choral bands. Some of them were glow in the dark. I don't know if your fiance's into that, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, I mean like musicians. We have wedding bands, and I show the one that I got for. Yeah.
Musicians. Afraid I can't help you there. Dion plays pretty good fiddle though. I'm sure you've seen them during dinners though.
I'll have to ask them if they're rentable for special occasions then.
Sure. And he continues to show you some more of the constellations before bed. All of you, retire to your quarters. And now, it is. You guys, it's been a couple days. Today is now the 26th of Halus 2. Today is go time. Go time for our mission. Crew, captain, everyone on board really has had some time to prepare, making sure all equipment works, lifesavers are ready to go, and of course, just mentally preparing for anything that were to happen in between. So now, it is currently sunset on the 26th of Halus. As the captain once again has called you all to her quarters along with Silver. She says, tonight's the night. No one really knows what's in store, I'll be honest with you. None of us have really tried this before. But, how are we feeling?
Couldn't be better, but I don't believe we have much of a choice right now.
If the ship appears and it successfully, our friends successfully board, have any of the legends or stories mentioned the type of ship build this is? Will we be able to keep pace with it?
From what I've heard, it sort of stays stagnant until the soul or souls are claimed and then sinks back down into the sea.
Oh,
We, and she goes over to her cork board with all the maps, will be right here, she points. While those who are going out into sea, she drags her finger along, would be a few paces out this way.
How far is that distance?
A couple 100 yards.
So, this ship is going to go under the water after it claims the individuals.
That's assumed. I don't think there's ever been a soul that has refused to go with the ship, or at least has gone away from its jaws. No one really knows what happens after that.
What of the body? Are they to remain within the water during the whole time?
I don't know.
Tanji will walk over to Matthew and take off his belt, a hilt, and hand you the Sunblade.
Could you have given me that?
I'm giving it to you now. I said it was gone. Yeah.
Fuck. Girl.
So then you're not attuned to it, are you?
I'm not attuned to it, yeah.
I mean, we have like a little bit of time before. That's why
Oh,
we're
we
still
do?
talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So do it. Start attuning while we're talking.
Yes,
Shit.
I am. I
Okay.
would.
Wait, okay. Out of character really quickly. Are we going to be sending these two people on the rest of this journey alone? Or do we have any plans to try and get onto that ship?
Once those souls are claimed, it sounds like it goes down. What I think is going to have to happen is find some way to send a message or signal, but neither of these two can. So make sure they have a sending stone.
Okay.
But we
Godani also
won't
has
keep
sending.
we won't keep it because it's only our soul that will be on ship. Our body are
Which-
most likely.
Is that what she said? No bodies go down?
Well, from what I understood, unless I'm wrong, yeah.
She does not know.
I mean, it might be worth it
can't-
anyways.
Yeah.
Take the gear with you.
I shall.
if you want to say it loud, no.
No, go ahead, say it. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say if it is a thing of like a consensual thing, like I thought I heard if they choose to not go with, we could buy time by mulling it over.
That's a
So
good
that's what
point.
I've got.
I don't know if this can be done by catching a ship that can move in ways that we can't. I think you're gonna have to get on, get what we need, and when you have it, you need help. We'll send help.
The captain goes, we do have Arbor. He's sort of the only crew member on here that is able to keep a sky view on things. He could be a sort of messenger.
That works.
That could be quite useful.
We could always. Go ahead.
Out of character, Kadani also has sending. That was the spell she traded out when she leveled up, but she only has 3 uses of it.
I don't know who had the other pair of my sending stones, but I guess we could safely assume we give one to one of you guys. Yeah. Who wants to have it? Okay.
Let you all take it.
Perfect. So there's no reason that we couldn't send more people in at the same time or after if something goes wrong, correct?
Seems to be.
Correct. The only issue is the distance between. So if they could get a signal to us before there's immediate danger, like it's heading south, that would be preferable.
I do not wish to ask more of you, Kadani, but would you be willing to come with us if the sending stone is to fail?
I will.
Does anyone else would like to join us in this case?
I worry if all of us are going, if it lessens chances or not. I don't know what we're looking at cap-wise here.
I'm wondering if it would be better for all of us to try to go and leave Sending Stone at the ship and have them as backup so that there's more of us together. I mean, these sorts of group events are not uncommon.
That's true. The wrench. Would you plan to join us?
If everyone is going, then yes, I will go. For sure.
Tanji, you survived these waters once before.
Dealing with the pressure going down is kind of the biggest issue.
We should guide you, she says to you all. And if anyone else doesn't want to do anything before they off, you're all good. Oh, Bren.
I want to use my
cannot
sending
hear.
stone.
What about
You
the
want to
Sending
use
Stone?
the sending stone?
I'm using mine to speak Nala. Do I need to use his headphones?
I mean, you're just delayed. I can hear you fine after the audio comes out, though. So.
If we all go, do we all have a way to stay underwater for a longer period of time?
I think we all have
I
potions.
will.
We have some
Some of us-
potion.
That'll work. Some of us have potions, but do we have enough to ration out?
I do not need one for as long as we are not going for hours at a time. I can stay under for a good
It could
15
be.
minutes.
Could be quick, it could be
Do we want to give that
Whoever-
sending? Go ahead. Go.
Sorry.
Go.
Okay. I have 2 potions of water breathing that Maven gave back to me. I'm having trouble with rolling. So I can't see into my thing, but assuming that I already have one. So that's Jesus for anyone else. Hi Thor. Your ass is atomic, bro.
Alrighty
Yeah.
then. What would you like to send to Nala and Z?
Can't read the kid.
Okay, so now you need to use his mic because he just muted himself.
Giving.
To Nala first. First to Nala. I haven't heard from you in a minute. And that really fucking worries me. But I'm doing something stupid and dangerous. And I want you to know that I love you with all my heart. No flame or ice could hinder my love for you. Not in 1,000 years. I will come back to you. But I must do dangerous stuff before.
A few minutes later, you hear, "Hey, babe, it's good to hear from you. I miss you a lot too, and just stay safe for me, please. I love you." That's all.
Fuck me, man. And to Z and Deke. I'm doing it again. I'm being stupid. But I love you too. You are the closest friends I will have in any life. And when all this is said and done, you should come by Pyre. Because I want some motherfucking hugs, okay?
Here, not even a minute later. You act as though you haven't died before and haven't come back in embarrassment. But, of course. And then he goes, "Don't listen to him. Listen to me. You are wonderful. Don't talk like that. Love you. Bye." Anything else to the collective? Yes.
Are we
Nathan.
all going out of character, y'all?
Seems that way.
So that's what it sounds like.
We want to do separate boats? Same boat.
I thought we were all jumping off the same ship.
I'll make it seem
Well,
like we got a cohesive agreement there.
Okay.
Were we
Do we need to go on rowboat to?
that's what I thought when she said that it was
Since-
several hundred meters
Yes.
out.
So,
Makes sense.
yes, that is what is happening. You guys are taking lifeboats
Okay.
out
Yeah.
separate from the ship because the captain will be damned if anything happens to her ship again.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
Then do we want to give that other sending stone of my pair to the captain?
I can
Uh,
do.
I thought you guys did before you went to the Opal Band. And that's
Yeah.
how-
Oh, that's where it was.
Like that.
Perfect.
Oh, okay,
Then the
well,
captain still has it.
Then we'll find-
Question.
Have the sending stone. Yes.
Secondary question, real quick. Because we're not forgetting her this time. Princess staying aboard.
Yes.
We're not murdering a person of royalty.
She wouldn't even be able to drown.
Exactly.
That's why she's not coming.
Yeah.
She would not be able to drown, that is correct.
Also out of character. Do we want to update Bo now or later? Because I realized
Later.
I never
Later.
said
Later.
anything. Cool.
Later.
Cool. Yeah. Hey, we're about to
later.
drown.
Later, hopefully.
Well, then
Yeah.
let's put Kadani, Matthew, and Falcon on a boat. Tanji, Maeve, and Drench on the other.
Sounds good.
Are we set? Gear. I took my sword back. Fuck you.
What a cunt.
And I'm leaving Morrigan because fuck, I'm not bringing this puppy-sized bitch into the water. Well, it's bigger now, just in a few more days, but still.
So a few hours pass, and all of you and most of the crew are on the ship. You guys are sort of in a group together. It's a nice night out. Both of the moons are shining down upon all of you. The captain stands with her back to you guys, on one of the sides of the ship. She turns, Silver on her side. Well, it's prime time. Rev him up. And as she says that, you guys hear a series of clamping sounds.
Drawing sword daggers.
Kadani looks at the door, looks at the captain. You know what that was?
Any alarms going off?
One second.
Oh god.
I swear to God, if this is
Jesus.
the princess in a suit of armor, I'm going to lose my shit.
She has that much dedication, I'll kick her off the side myself. Okay.
Yeah, just 1 second.
Does anyone here have like a really shitty AC?
Matthew on call. Okay. Okay, so what happens is that she and some of her crew direct all of you in your division, as you had stated earlier, getting onto the boat. And they start to lower you down. Did the music stop for y'all?
It's quiet, but
I still hear it.
Okay, we're good.
Oh,
You
I,
can raise a
I had to
volume.
turn it up, it got creepy as fuck.
Starts to lower you down. And for each of the light boats, there are 2 oars to row. So do what you will with that. Whoever would like to row out to sea.
Drenched.
Matthew.
okay.
And she got a we nose ghost.
Yeah. Out of character. Sorry, Mia. That's my fault. Anyways, continue.
So yeah. There's no specific direction as to where you guys would roll out, but definitely a good distance away from the ship, where it's still in sight, but it is, somewhat distant. What do you do?
Do we all feel like we're far enough into the distance.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, oh. I mean, there's no reference right now, so it doesn't really. So, yeah. It's assumed that you would have, sailed far out enough
Mhm.
that, the Wander is a good distance away for you guys to assume the position.
Do the two groups see each other's? So like
think
this,
so.
yeah, are we in close distance or?
How do
The two rowboats.
The two
separate
rowboats, yeah.
They're near each other, not right
Okay.
next to each
Yes,
other.
yes. You guys sailed out together as a group, I assume, not in opposite directions.
No. Makes sense. Okay, cool.
Well,
Is now the time
have
where
you
we all
thought
have.
about dying?
Yeah, right now.
You guys look down at the water. The surface is illuminated and it with the moon's light, but below that you see absolutely nothing under that water.
Any last minute confessions? Concerns? Alternative ideas?
I doubt it's a little bit too late for ideas.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't believe there's much other option.
It'll look real.
Well,
Tanji's going to take some bond rope. Think we're gonna need this?
Could be helpful for the demonstration.
What was that?
Could be helpful for the performance.
He'll go ahead and if anyone will help him, tie his ankles together first. And then roll his shoulders back after make sure everything's on his belt and in his jacket and get his wrist tied.
Kadani is going to help, and she's going to kind of do a bit more of
Run
that kind
another
of
boat.
loopy. Oh shit! Sorry, my bad. Kadani's doing jack shit.
Whoever's helping drench or Maeve with Tanji's after his wrists are done.
And run. It's Kadani, Falcon, and Matthew on one boat, and then Tanji, Drench, and Maeve on the other.
But, never mind.
Oh, no, please, now's the time for, any
I was
heart-wrenching
debating whether
confession.
there's, looking at the black water. Any point in blindfold at all?
I can go in in your stead if you wish. I don't think this feels wrong to me. Do this.
I mean, I think we're all going.
But why are you being tied up then? Are we all being tied up?
The ones who are good swimmers.
And help with the performance. Looks over, sees the other boat. How prepared are they? He's getting ready to go in.
Hold on, just a second.
Maeve's gonna stand on the edge of the boat.
I thought it was going through, but it wasn't. Falcon says, "Fuck it, this fucking suspicion or anticipation's killing me," and she falls back into the water and starts breathing water.
Oh, that does it.
You start
Well.
breathing water, is that what you said? Okay.
Upon seeing that, Matthew, who was trying to mentally prepare himself, thinking of the meaning of the mother itself, but then thinking, sort of tying it to the vision he has of his own mother in his own way, how they clash in similar manner. And seeing Falcon fall, he'll let himself go, almost as a truss fall into the water, let himself sink.
Kirani, see, she's the only one left in her boat, kind of stands up, does a little twirl, uses prestidigitation to soil her clothes as if she is covered in blood, and then just falls backwards into the water as well.
Okay.
Tanji stands on the other end of the boat from Maeve. You believe anything? Gods?
I believe in death and taxes.
Me too. Goes down.
Well, one with the water, right? She's gonna
I will
jump.
keep an eye on you. Okay, well.
Bye!
Trench is just gonna sit there for a moment, just breathe heavy, and take a deep breath and jump in and start swimming down towards them.
Okay. So just to be clear, all of you don't have anything on you that is helping you to breathe underwater, correct?
Not right now.
Nothing that we're using.
Nope.
Okay. So, as you all sink further and further, time passes. All of you hear the muffled sounds of the water pressure against your ears and the sound of your slowing heartbeat. Sharp pain starts reverberating from your chest as it spreads throughout your whole body, and the unbearable urge to release and take in oxygen becoming instinctual. All you see is the surface above you, dimly illuminated by the moons as your vision blurs. But when you close your eyes, all you see is darkness. Feeling the lull of the currents wrap around you, suspending in the mother's all too welcoming embrace. Meanwhile, Drench, as you start swimming, you feel a shift in the water around you. And when you look up, you see a large, dark mass in the distance. And you start to resurface, seeing the black waters dance in the moonlights as well, and after a while, there's a faint ringing of a low-toned bell. And a few feet away, you see a patch of the water start to glow bright sea green, and the waters start to shift and split apart, and the waves growing stronger and stronger as a bow of a gargantuan-sized sea vessel begins to emerge. The ship is nothing like you've seen before, as the rotted wooden hull seems to be fused to the skeletal structure of a whale. The fabric of the masts torn and tattered, swaying in the wind along with the deceased figures that hang from them. On the deck of the ship, you see even more blurs of sea green light as the limp figures of your friends slowly rise up from the depths of the water, floating towards the vessel, gingerly being placed on its deck. I'm gonna have a little bit of a scene change. What do you do, Drench?
He's just going to
have like the top of his head like an alligator popping out of the water when he sees this. And when he sees them floating up towards it, he's gonna try stealthily swimming towards it if he can. If it's possible.
Sure. It's a pretty large ship, and currently, make a perception check really quick, actually.
White 3, 6.
A 6.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't see anyone on the ship currently looking in your direction. So with that, you sort of like a snaky snake, you start slithering up to the side of the ship. And you start hearing a cacophony of different shouts and just general banter coming from the deck of the ship. Would you like to climb the side of the ship?
He's just gonna keep an eye on the railing above him, seeing if anybody's there for a moment before trying. Yeah. Just not trying to be as stealthy as possible, not trying to let anybody see him coming.
Of course. So, after a moment, you hear a series of shouts, comments, and then you hear one distinct, low, gravelly voice boom out saying, "All right, lads. Seems as though we've caught us a fresh new sack of meat. Get 'em up!" Then, I'm gonna shift back, as all of you, having just experienced total darkness, your hearing starts to come back, your senses start to regain once more. Hearing the shuffling and the coughing and this foul, foul smell. As you open your eyes and you see just dozens of sort of astral-like figures that are that seafoam green color of and moisture with its deep gray hue and leathery quality to it. Half of his teeth jut out of the side of his mouth that had decomposed with time, and clutching in between his teeth, a smoking pipe between them. His hair is very brittle, this sort of white shag that continues down past his beard that's sort of tied with a little rubber knot. And one hand, you see, classically, is replaced by a rusty looking hook and a black crow sitting on one of his shoulders. Now, what do we have here? What's your names, pretties?
Just to be sure. Our bodies are still intact from what I understand, correct?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Are we under the water, or did it go all the way up to surface?
So you guys are on deck right now.
Right, but is the ship like...
Is the
Oh,
ship
the
underwater?
ship is above the water.
Okay.
Okay.
Tanchi's wobbly standing. Just a couple of lassos.
Who do we have the honor to speak with?
Hanji, make a deception check. Meanwhile, he stands up, straightens.
Okay.
My name, Big Captain
16.
Jasper Hunway. There's some concept art for you.
How do you write the name? Jasper?
Jasper.
Jasper.
Hunway. And what did you get, Tanji?
16.
Are you lost. And he goes. He's the heavy footsteps of his boots as he goes down the line of all of you. Made you go to the mother for help of relief of the life that is not.
Thrown overboard, sir. We killed part of our ship's crew.
Some of us couldn't bear to stand with that sin.
And thus to the mother we go to redeem ourselves.
Lacking guidance, we had nowhere to go.
He waits for Maeve and Falcon to speak.
Okay.
Nowhere else would take us.
Person.
Meg died.
Sorry, can you
No.
hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Nope, frozen again.
Am I alive? Can you hear me?
You're alive.
Yes.
Yay. Personally, I was just sick of the sailor's life. I was sick of having to beg for scraps and for booze, swap the deck all day long, hoping someone might give me a break. I'm tired of it.
The rest of you make a deception check. Yes.
Another one?
No, not you, Tanji, but everyone else who spoke.
Everyone who didn't.
Ooh.
28.
12 plus 9, that is a 21? 21.
That's a 19.
Well, they're speaking. I'd love to get out of my binds.
Because Falcon got a 1.
Oh.
A 2. Such tragic stories. With such pretty faces. Almost as pretty as your lies.
Punch him.
You're gonna punch him.
You
You can make a attack roll.
I'm getting out of my binds faster. I'm getting out of my binds faster.
I'm a distraction. Go.
Is it?
Is that how this works?
We don't know where to go!
We're surrounded.
Yeah, you're on the edge of a ship and they're surrounding you, and he walked forward.
Are you punching? You are punching. You have to make an attack roll. Okay. Tanji, make a sleight of hand check if you are going to try to get out of your bindings.
Okay.
So he says, "Your lies," and he takes a deep breath in. He chuckles. It almost as stupid as you putting the lives of your friends in danger. And he snaps his fingers. And when he does that, all of a sudden, from the distance, you see multiple beams of seafoam green light coming from the direction of the Wanderer and manifesting throughout the ship. These new astral figures that you see are in fact the crew members.
Of the Wanderer?
Hmm?
Of the Wanderer?
Mhm.
Are they appearing ethereal here, or are they... Solid 4.
These are their souls on the ship now.
Fuck.
Captain Jasper, we
Now,
jumped
why don't you
overboard.
tell me why you actually came here? Because playing with fire like this, playing with fate like this, always comes with a price, dearies.
Are you a gambling
Maybe
man,
not.
Jasper? Captain Jasper.
I might care to know what I'm gambling for. Or with.
See, our friends that you just brought over here, they didn't take the plunge like we did. We chose to join you. I'm willing to maybe play a game with you for their lives, for them to go back, and then you can do what you wish with us.
You still haven't answered my question.
That's her
What
bit.
do you want?
You're right, Captain. We do have ulterior motive. We're looking for an item dear to us, important to us. As it appears, you are perhaps the one in possession of it. In such, we've given our body to your ship. In order to claim it, perhaps.
Let's have a boisterous laugh as the crew members join in on him. I have many things here. But from what I can tell, it's not just anything that you're looking for. Now, why don't you be specific? I do value honesty on my ship. And he takes the pipe out of his mouth and puts it inside of the crow's mouth.
If that is the case, Matthew will take a few steps in front of him. You're looking for a shard. A piece of a crown, perhaps. Oh no, sorry, I'm stupid. You're looking for the crowning pearl.
Crown and bow.
We are to assume that you're in possession of it, correct? Or are you not the right man?
The great Captain Yunwei has what you seek. Why should I give it to you?
Surely we can offer something in exchange, no?
We are ready to answer your demand. Or your trial, if that is preferred.
How about this? We play a little game. Your lives and the lives of these scallywag crew that you decide to come here with for your pearl. I found it, it is mine. I'm not willing to give it up for nothing. You win, I let you go. I win, you will stay with me forever in my servitude.
What's the game?
He stamps his foot 2 times as the crew quickly shifts and brings in a round wooden table with a couple of cups on them. Liar's dice.
Shit.
He says. First one to get to 10 barnacles, or lose 10 barnacles, wins. And
How
I will
many
post
games?
the rules of Liar's Dice.
I'm gonna throw up.
Me too.
Is there any way we can gamble just us? And not the total pool?
I've stated my wager. Take it or leave it.
Wait. Take the crew or leave our team. He points out the rest of the party. Jake, just us, and I'll offer something in place of the crew. I'll take out the crown piece that I've got. Matching treasure. What do you say?
What is it?
The other piece of that. In reference to the pearl. We're not the only ones looking for it either. I demand these days.
Make a persuasion check. While I try to find my own dice.
I don't want to boost this.
Can Kadani throw a bardic inspiration at him?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Kadani throws a bardic at you.
What's the Bardic's die?
That one is going to be. Let me find that real fast here because it's weirdly not on there.
D8, I believe.
D8. Yes. So you get a
I'm
D8.
re-rolling the 9 with lucky then.
Oh, Drench, by the way, your soul is also on this. Sorry.
Frick!
but I forgot to mention that.
And you said that's a D8?
Yes.
That's a total of 16.
That's a total of what?
16.
So, just you cut out a few times. What are you wagering?
I'm wagering the other piece of the crown that we have.
In exchange for what?
In exchange for leaving the Wanderer's crew out of it, but keeping our lives on the line. Trying to weigh out the odds without gambling the crew.
Hmm. Deal.
Deal.
No one wants to play.
Can you repost? What do you post the room?
Yeah.
Also, out of character, depending on what the rules are, I do have very high sleight of hand and deception.
Mm-hmm.
Got high sleight of hand, not rogue level, but pretty good.
So once
plus
people
10.
have read through the rules, let me know because I do have some stakes here.
Okay, each player. I'm hidden from the other players. Choices land on top of another.
And this is on top.
I love gambling.
If any dice is landed on top of another, the player must roll on their dice again. First player then state a bit consisting of a face ones, 5 and a quantity.
I've played a lot of this IRL. It's been a bit though.
What is this called again?
This is Liar's Dice, also known as Pirate's Dice.
I feel what the fuck? What?
I will be honest with you. Kadani has very high sleight of hand and extremely high deception. My brain, for some reason, not comprehending the instructions.
So, have you
and
guys
it's-
read through?
Yeah, I've read through it.
So here's the thing about checks. Whoever decides to play, we are not going to use sleight of hand or deception checks.
Gonna be
I will not look at the roll 20 if you use roll 20 for your dice rolls. Just like you guys cannot see my dice rolls. We are going to play this as realistically as possible. Another modification is that there won't be any taking away of the dice. We are just going to simply guess what, like how many face of whatever amount there, and then whoever loses will then put in a barnacle in the middle of the table to represent the losing, if that makes sense. Of that round.
So instead of losing a dice each fail, you have one shot, and if you fail, you're out.
Each player is going to have a certain amount of barnacles, sort of like poker chips.
Got it.
Yeah.
And if you lose the round, then you put in a barnacle chip, and if you lose all of your barnacle chips, then you lose.
If this
Rather
isn't-
than if you lose all your dice, you lose.
if this isn't skill check related, it's anyone's game.
So we can't lie. There's no lying here.
It's all honesty. If we're
Unless you can
surrounded by
deceive
crew.
Well,
Yeah.
it's called
There is
lying.
lying.
Okay.
Yeah, there is
player.
lying.
So
Yeah.
how does
You
that
just
work
have
then?
to- Okay, so this is how it would basically go. So everyone rolls a dice, and then you look at your own dice. Nobody else can look at them. And whatever you have, you basically have to come up with a quantity and a face. So, for example, this is what I rolled. Right? I have 1 6. So depending on how many players there are, right? Say that there's 3 players. I would have to guess how many 6s I think there are among like everyone at the table. So if I have 1 6, I would say there are 3 6s. There are 3 6s. Then the next player would either raise that value. So they could say, I think there are 4 6s. Or if they do not want to raise that value, they can challenge the previous value and say, you're a liar. When somebody challenges, everyone has to reveal their hand. And if there are equal to or more than what I guessed initially, then I win. But if there's not, then I would lose. But it could keep going. So, like, if that person didn't choose to challenge, then it would go to the next person. Next person would be like 5 6s or something like that, you know? Yes. Michael.
I've played this game a lot, so I'm curious on a specific rule. Let's say you chose 6s, so I couldn't ask for this example, but let's say someone says there's 3 4s. Are we playing with the rule where if someone doesn't want to raise the number of 4s, they can instead move on to the next unit of the dice with a lower amount? Okay, so like if I said 3 4s and someone said there's no way there's 4 4s on the floor, the next person could go 2 5s.
Yes.
When you hit 6, though, you're maxed out on that option.
Yeah.
Okay, just want
I
to
think
check.
Michael needs to play.
Brandon.
I was gonna just ask if we can play a test round just to make sure we understand.
We can. Yes, we can. You guys would have played this probably on the ship with the crew anyway. So we could definitely do a practice round if you would like to play.
I'd love that.
Weird, interesting question.
Yes.
In backgrounds, I don't have it, but I've seen it before. It gives you the option to choose a proficiency with certain type of gaming, like dice or chess. Would that affect this at all if somebody had it?
With the way that we're playing this current circumstance, I don't really think so.
Yeah, I assume not. I just wanted to check.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone roll their dice.
How many dice is it?
How many?
Oh,
dice
sorry,
is
it's 5d6. My bad.
5d6.
5d6.
I only have that many on D&D Beyond. Let's go there.
So yeah, nobody look at anyone's hands. Roll your own dice, and then if you can't roll, there is a dice generator on Google, and you can also put in the quantity and the type of dice that you want to roll. So, let's say the order. So who's playing? Raise your hand if you're playing. Is everyone playing?
Falcon, are you out?
Okay.
Can't hear you.
I'll do the test one.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing tests as well.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So is everyone the same order in the general? You know, like in the general like chat, there are icons.
No.
No.
Not usually.
I
Okay.
think so.
On
Not in the
the-
not the pictures in the chat like on the side.
Yeah, on
the
the
general
side.
chat.
It
Oh, yeah.
usually goes by alphabetical, so mine's showing Ark, me, Dark, Meg,
Yeah,
Mia, you.
Yeah,
Rin.
so that's all the same. So let's go in that order. So the first person would be Michael.
Alphabetical. Okay. Set dice. There's at least 5 twos.
And then the next one, Shay. You can challenge or bump.
And you said that if I didn't like agree, or if I didn't want to challenge or bump it up, I'd go to the next numeral.
You can go to the next numeral with a lower or equal amount. Yeah.
Okay. There are at least 2 threes.
And next would be Drench or Dalton in this case.
Say 7 fours.
Meg, you can challenge, bump, or come up with a newer value.
There are at least 2 threes.
And then 5 threes.
Just to be sure, are we playing like everyone together, or just each of one against the captain?
Yeah, is it going to be a group or is it going to be a one-on-one with the captain?
It depends on what you guys do. It could be just the captain and one of you guys, or it could be the captain and maybe another one of his crew member versus the two of you. But I think honestly, I prefer one-on-one.
I think one would be better, but for this situation, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
because I was like, if it's just like get somebody up to something, Kadani could
We
do
could-
like message and be like, I'm lying, to somebody.
Yeah, there's a lot of teamwork that could go in, unless we have certain wagers. So I think it would need to be a one-on-one.
But Brandon, so do you just want to cease, or we keep going?
sorry. No, he said there are more than 5 trees. He said, I think.
I said, so this is a practice round, so we're playing
Yeah.
against ourselves.
Yeah,
I said 5 threes.
5 trees, and if I call him a liar, that means I believe there's more than 5 3.
Yes.
More or less?
It's more.
More, but I can call him out.
If
I-
you
I-
call him a liar,
Oh wait, no,
you don't-
sorry.
If you call him a liar,
Less.
then you don't think there's that many.
Yeah, then you don't think that was many. So I said 5 threes. So if you challenge me and say that I'm a liar, then you think that there's less than 5 threes. If we all reveal our hands and there is equal to or more than 5 threes at the table, then I win. If
Yeah.
there's not, then you win.
So, if I were to right now, I'll call you liar. Right
Okay.
now, believing that there are less than 5 trees. Yes, 5 trees.
And
So
everyone
every-
reveals their hand.
Yep.
I had
Three
no
just put in
threes.
chat.
1 3.
I had 4 twos and 1 1. So
I had
0
zero
trees.
threes.
I
There were
had
not
3 threes. So there's 4
0
threes
threes.
currently.
0 threes.
Ren had 3 threes, and then Michael, did you have a 3?
No,
So there are 4 threes,
there
correct?
are 4
Yep.
threes.
Then Brandon would win.
Yeah, but that's tricky because now we need to calculate like with the entirety of the group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the
No.
fun of the game. As it goes on, it gets insane.
Yeah, it would definitely be easier, and we'd probably have better odds if it was one-on-one, especially someone like Michael who's played it before.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if it was to be like multiple of us, would we all have to lose against the captain and his whoever joins him?
It
Um,
would
Or
be
is
You
it if
guys-
any one of us lose, then we all lose?
Currently, the wager is that. So, the 6 of you, whoever decides to play, does not matter how many or if it's just one, you are all fighting to return to your cause, while the captain solely is fighting for his cause, which is to keep all of you on the ship.
Right.
So we pick a champion, basically.
Yeah. So
No.
I think it would be easier with one person to calculate the odds.
gonna be better with one.
Oh, real quick, out of character. Maeve. For Maeve. Is there any way that Maeve might be able to sneak around and see what dice the captain's got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without his crew noticing it?
We are surrounded, right?
Without the
Yes.
astral figures standing
You-
around us.
You guys
staring at
are
us. That was
you guys
really-
are surrounded, so you would be seen if you tried to cheat.
Who?
Anji?
I was about to be like, cause Kadani could give that enhance ability to give give advantage on dexterity checks as well as a bardic.
I don't know how much outside the game is she's gonna let happen.
Yeah, I think.
I feel like
I think
a
the sounds
majority
like
of
him.
this is just chance.
Who do we?
Anji,
Tanji.
do
Yeah.
you have... Well, not Anji.
No.
Addressing me.
Yeah. Do you have a fine familiar? Fuck. Never mind.
But I have elevated sight, so I can
With-
see directly above me.
Could be good.
Well, there
What would it be?
hidden. Frick.
Yeah, that's fucking meta talk shit.
What'll it be?
Tanji.
Anji, you've been in the street more often than us. You wanna play? Otherwise, I can go.
I'm gambling everyone's lives. I'm not going unless everyone's okay with it.
I'm more than fine.
It's not your fault if it goes wrong.
He'll sit down at the stool. Put his barnacles in front of him.
So, currently you have 5 barnacles, so does the captain. You have a wooden cup, and so does he. You are handed a pair of very old-looking dock dice. Well, his are like black in nature and have like silver encryptions on them. Right. First one to lose their barnacles loses their wager.
It's on.
And he puts his dice into his cup and he starts shuffling.
So I'll just start shaking. All right. Am I good to roll on line?
Yes.
Okay. 5d6.
Yes.
Okay. 2 players.
Yes, go first.
Flattering. Start off simple. There's at least 2 ones.
Three threes.
2 4s.
Two fives.
Two 6s.
Three sixes.
1. How many is that?
None. No sixes.
You're up,
It's
Cat.
my barnacle in.
I'll roll my next set.
Loser goes first. One, two.
Doo-doos.
Three twos.
Two fours.
One, five.
Two sixes.
Three sixes.
Liar. I rolled 1 6.
Holy her faces.
Fuck. I have not ever played the game like this. Oh, shit.
I lost, right?
Yep.
What's the score now?
It is 2 barnacles down from the captain. I hold all my barnacles.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, jeez. Okay. Go at it, white boy.
Loser goes first again, and you see him somewhat composed. Three sixes.
You're learning how to play. Liar. I put in a barnacle. I'm up for
Your lot
Draw.
doesn't seem like the stolen part. It's not often that people fake their deaths to the sea. Often piss their pants thinking of it. Something must really be at stake for you, lad.
I thought about it before. 3 5s.
Two sixes.
Four sixes.
Liar.
I rolled a 6.
Rolled 1 6.
I put in my second barnacle.
So is it then? Girlfriend, brother, sister, parents?
Can't
Or
say
do you
that I have
not?
any of those.
I see. What about your friends back there? Seem like the family type. What about them?
About us.
Families aren't always biological, mate. Take a
No,
look
no, no.
around.
Believe me, I know
I'm
more than
gambling them,
that.
alright?
Do you get off on this? Thinking about all that we have to lose before you claim our souls? Do you want to just tell us a tragic story?
If it means I can have you forever, love, it's worth it.
What if it's
Scumbag.
in your head?
What say you?
2 6s.
3 ones.
Oh, we're allowed to cycle. Two 4s.
3 4s.
4 4s.
Liar.
I rolled 2 4s.
Rolled 1 4.
Damn it. Cool. I'm down to 2 barnacle.
It's 3-2-1 right now.
Yeah. But I've got 2. He's got 3.
Yep.
His hand starts to shake when he picks up the next bottle.
Keep your calm, Tanji. I believe in you.
I think I quite like you, actually. Doesn't take a weak pair of balls to do what you're doing right now. I respect it.
Gonna have to say I can't return those words to you. Doesn't exactly feel all tradesman-like here.
Hmm. Let's say
3 2s.
2 6s.
Liar. I rolled no 6s.
2 6s.
Damn it. First time that's happened. Stop panicking.
Not
Start
always a
making a plan,
liar.
guys.
Oh.
Captain, I have something else to put on the wager. If you're willing to add a new rule.
What's that, love?
Maeve's gonna pull out the pearl necklace. Shiny things. If we lose, the rest of my party goes and I'll stay. And you get this.
Keep your deal, but me. I sat down at the table.
Shut the fuck up. You have parents waiting for you to come home.
I don't have any parents.
Bullshit.
Put the necklace away.
Captain, what do you say?
Persuasion check.
Who wants?
How about a deal for a rematch instead?
3 threes.
26.
Liar. You rolled 3 3s. I rolled no 3s.
That's a barnacle. I do like pearls. But I have many of him. He gestures over to the bow of the ship.
Not these
Where?
ones.
He gestures over to the bow of the ship where you see, like, around about this size of like a round black ball that's sort of floating and oozing black smoke. That's my favorite one. So them's may be significant if you're offering them to me.
You're a go, Captain.
Any wish you can choose. And also the ability to turn a land dweller into an ocean dweller permanently.
No use for me.
Everyone wishes for something.
What's your roll?
Five ones.
3 6s.
Liar.
I rolled 3 6s.
That's 4 6s.
I'm safe if it's more.
Yeah, I know.
Now, Captain also has one more barnacle.
Fuck me, dude. I'm gonna go die in my corner.
This is it. No. Let's see if you can beat the devil.
I trying.
Two twos.
Maybe I just like saying it. 3 6s.
Liar.
I rolled 2 6s.
I rolled a 6.
Fucking hell, Mia.
Fair is fair. He snaps his fingers. All the souls return back, including Drench's. Drench, you are now in your physical body.
Thank you.
What was it you wanted again?
Looking for just no special if it's called an obsidian pearl. Matching to the set. Holding up the opal.
The obsidian pearl is right there. That's my life's work.
Crowning pearl.
You talking about this? And he pushes the hair out of his face and reveals pearl hanging on his earlobe.
Does it look like one and the same?
It's white. So it's white. And it is in fact glowing on his ear. Nice lady gave it to me long time ago. Well, if killing her is the same as receiving.
Candace Lady Deer left the same thing for us here. We're just a bit of collectors.
Mm.
So yeah, it looks like that's one.
Well, here you go. Flies it over to you. you are free to go.
My party
Oh.
as well.
Oh, I said you were free to go. Not your friends.
We gambled the whole crew. We gambled this team.
I said I would let you go.
Well then,
Must be some misunderstanding.
What'll it take?
What else are you looking for?
I have a lot of things, a lot of shiny things, a lot of pearls, a lot of souls, a lot of companions. But all I've done is take. No one's just ever given to me.
Does Kadani have her instrument?
She does.
Do you like
An
music?
item that is most dear to you, that you would so kindly give to me as a gift.
What did he say?
An item that's most dear to you that you would so kindly gift to me.
An item.
Kadani takes the violin off of her back. This was a gift from my father, who has long since passed. I bequeath it now to you.
My father was a violinist. I may be a code bastard, but I ain't artless. He gestures one of the astral figures to get it from you, and this skeletal figure with pieces of flesh hanging off of the bones, and shakily reaches out to it and grasps it in its hands.
expecting a gift from each of us, I assume.
Has anyone heard?
Matthew will take from his pocket a small piece of paper that he has. It's a little bit rubbly, it's damaged here and there, but well intact. And it's the first thing that Damien gave to him, which is the drawing of me, mom, and dad that he kept on himself for all this time.
He clicks his teeth, and his crow flies over and snatches the paper out of your hand, flies back over to him. Here.
I hope it will have as much value to me that it has, well, to you that it has for me. Although I doubt it.
He just flips his bicorn to you. Yes, Ram?
Wait, each of us have to give something up?
It would be nice.
She will reach into her pocket and pull out a paper from the tarot card reader. The drawing of someone she doesn't recognize, but definitely looks like could be related to her. And she will hand it over. This is the only proof that I have that any of my blood relatives are alive. May it fucking serve you well. And she's obviously tearing up at the prospect of giving it away.
The same fashion, the crow flies over, snatches it. Nice melody. I like it.
Maeve's gonna take her ring of protection off her finger, one with the little green jewel, and with tears in her eyes, she's going to hold it out and say, "This was a gift from my parents for my promotion, and it has kept me safe, and it is very likely the last gift I shall ever receive from them. So I do hope it pleases you well, and it keeps you as safe of it as it kept me." Just a hint.
Remember walks over and plucks it out of your hand. Much obliged.
Are you satisfied?
I did so. Now get off of my ship.
With pleasure.
Gladly.
Thank you.
Might want to think twice the next time you try to cheat fate.
We don't cheat often. He tosses the dice up before setting them on the table. But we're pretty good at winning.
And when you take the pearl, in similar fashion to the band, it starts to glow, and that same vibration and heat reverberates through your body, but nothing happens. As the rest of the crew, the captain with his legs now propped up on the round table, got his pipe now in hand, as the rest of the crew, still holding their swords in hand, snarling, growling, chitting at you as they watch you leave. May she guide you.
May she sink your fucking ship.
Happy sails! And Kadani just goes off.
So, their bodies are still in the ocean, right?
No, these are our
No,
bodies.
no, no. No,
They
we're
didn't-
not, buddy.
These are
They're
our
all-
bodies.
Okay. I thought that you were just left down there and you're doing.
You're probably
Stuff
floating in
there.
the ocean since your soul was separated from your body, but
Yeah.
you all get off the ship, jump back into the water. The ship itself turns astral and slowly starts sinking down to the ocean till that sea foam green is now gone. You now are all floating in the ocean with, off in the distance, a orange streak of light with a little bit of a pop noise coming up into the sky. You see a flare being shot up from the Wanderer.
Do we see our... Oh,
Kadani is also going to follow that up with a prestidigitation and thaumaturgy combination of sending off a flame with some sparks to it where they're at.
Gonna use the pearl, control water, move us towards the ship.
Maeve, in your side pocket here. Where the fuck are you? Princess! She...
Faster, moving faster.
Emerging from the water as you speed past a couple of feet away from you. Also lifted up by a water geyser, you see the two companions of Alina And in the grasp of the red-haired one is the princess. Her mouth being wrapped around the hand of the red one. Look what we got! And then the short blonde hair one is going to say, it was fun. And then they are going to be engulfed in tendrils of red and purple. And that's where we're gonna end.
No.
Fuck.
Man, what is the princess used for, man? fuck her, man.
I was gonna
He's
say
stuck
something,
stuck
but
in his-
while they were talking, but I
Oh.
didn't want to interrupt.
I was gonna say breath weapon to like hit them, but I didn't want to interrupt.
And the princess,
my
they're using her as like a shield too, kind of.
The emotions.
They have the
and
princess
saying.
right in front of them.
Oh man.
The
Yeah.
RP, the stress I had during that dice game, and the emotions of all of you giving shit up.
We all just gave up our most prized possessions.
Most of us.
Most of us, yeah. I feel like crying, real life.
Kadani doesn't have her violin that she
Oh my
can't pass
God.
performance checks
No.
anymore.
Oh my god.